Hey, what's up, it's Silent Killa. Let's get straight to the track. So today I'm going to teach you the most fundamental element to making beats. So the first step you need to take when making a beat is choosing a scale. So today we're going to go to this website called scales-chords.com. So I'm going to go right here to the home page, scales-chords.com. I really like to use this website because of its scale finder. So we're going to go ahead and click here, and boom. When I'm in GarageBand, sometimes I'm just messing around with the keys, and then I find a progression that I like. So what I'm going to do is go in to scales-chords.com, and I'm just going to put in the notes that I played. So let's say these are the notes that I played. So we're going to put them in, and then we're going to press find me a scale. And right here, it's going to show me all the scales that contain those notes. So let's say we click on this one. It shows you all the notes that I just put in, as well as the rest of them. It also shows you all the chords that are in that same scale. Why is it so important to have everything in the same scale? It's really just not going to sound good if it's not in the same scale, because you're going to have your notes all over the place. You're going to have a whole bunch of different sounds, and it's just not going to be in the same key. So I'm going to give you an example, and I'm going to go to the latest track I've been working on. And it starts out with a chord progression, and I'll play it for you real quick so you can take a listen and see what I'm talking about. Alright, so you get the point, and we're going to focus on the piano track. So I have these notes right here. I have a D, I have an F, I have a B, and I have a G sharp. Right, so all these notes, I was kind of messing around and I came up with those notes. And so once I came up with those notes, to find out the rest of the notes that I would use, I put them into scales-chords.com, and I found out the rest of the notes in the scale. And that's how I came up with the second part, which is this part. I'll isolate the track real quick for you. Right? So I have both of those progressions going on in the same one. But the most important thing is that you have to use it for all of your tracks. So let's go to the 808. Same thing. It's using the same scale, and I'll let you take a listen. Right, so all of those notes of that 808 are still in the same scale. You can do that for all your instruments. All your instruments that have pitches, right? So same thing with this like ambient ice mallet sound. It's also in the same key. These timpanis right here, same thing. They're also in the same key. Drums, it's very difficult. Usually you don't have to put them in the same key, but if you're able to, then yes. If you have, like, let's say like an individual hi-hat track and you want to put in the same key, do that. So the most important thing is to always stick to the same key, and that's going to make your beats sound crisp. They're going to make them sound right, and it's just going to be a good beat altogether. If you're really not using the same key, and then that's really going to problem. That's really going to hinder the quality of your beats. Another thing to keep in mind is sometimes you can have a key change in the middle of a song, but it has to be intentional. And same thing, it has to stick with that same key throughout that portion of the song. So that's like another way you could switch up your songs. And same thing you can do with chords. So let's say you come up with a chord. You can go right here into the same site, or let's say you have like a scale or chord book as well. You can do the same thing. You just type in, plug in the chords that you used. You don't have to have the notes in there. But you put in the chords you have, and it'll show you which scale uses those chords. Or even whatever scale you chose before, it'll show you which chords go along with that scale. So you can have everything in sync, everything sounding really good. So that's the first step and the most important step in making beats. You want to have everything in the same scale so that sounds good, sounds great, and it's ready for you to start selling and perfecting your craft. Alright, so if you have any more questions, make sure you post your questions in the comments below. I'll be sure to address them. Probably make another video soon. Perhaps next week I'll make another one regarding music theory and how to perfect your craft when making beats. Alright, make sure you stay tuned for the end of this week where I'm going to post this beat, finished, edited. You're going to get to hear it. You can check out my SoundCloud, or you can check it right here on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to stay updated when that beat drops. This is Silent Killa. Make sure you keep making that music, keep grinding, keep working, and we out.